First, it's rare that a utility will receive 4 awards in a given year. EPRI considers how relevant the research is to the industry. They'll look at things like how the research drives progress in the electric utility industry and how it delivers benefits to society.
I was surprised but proud that we were able to contribute to EPRI's research and to provide data that other members as well as the EPA could use. Around 2010-2013 timeframe, the EPA came out with some new national ambient air quality standards, making the NO2 standard much more stringent for nitrogen dioxides. And so we decided that we would measure our in-stack emissions for the nitrogen dioxides to determine what our actual emissions are. Based on some expertise and knowledge of our plant personnel, we learned that 50% was much too high. The modeling tends to be overly conservative, so we did some in-stack measurements and determined that our in-stack ratios were actually significantly lower than the 50% default number. It helps us determine more accurate results and that we are complying with the National Ambient Air Quality Standards whenever we're making changes to our facility.
I think it's good that EPRI continues in their entire portfolio of projects that they have, continues to see transportation as a key project area. With a big chunk of fossil fuel usage being taken up by ground transportation, it just makes sense to increase EV adoption. So what this project did was it looked at many different incentives, about 8 different incentives, to try to figure out the relative effect of these incentives on influencing customers to purchase electric vehicles. So Hawaiian Electric partnered with 7 other utilities and EPRI to conduct surveys with about couple thousand customers. The results show that at least in Hawaii, the incentive that had the most influence on affecting someone to purchase an electric vehicle was giving them a rebate off the purchase of a car.
Congrats also to Henry Lee, Troy Uehara, and Michelle Sakata, recognized for applying tools that account for dynamic conditions that will allow us to more efficiently integrate renewable and distributed energy resources onto our grid, which creates the potential for lowering resource requirements and reducing production costs without sacrificing reliability. And congrats to Alan Lee and Alan Hiroyama, whose project focused on developing a methodology to assess hourly hosting capacity for our distribution circuits, while factoring in the effects of smart inverters and various DER programs.
So whether we're using new tools to make better operational decisions or supporting DER interconnections, or improving modeling for air quality to support compliance and permitting, or helping to drive EV adoption, we're transitioning from R&D to commercial solutions that bring value to our customers. We have a lot of smart people in the company, and so it's really good to see that they get recognized for their smarts and hard work.